Okay, so yeah, it just keeps going on and on with my new, I wouldn't necessarily call it my favorite YouTuber at all. I don't know what I would call it, but Mr. Coppercab. This will be the third one that I've done so far on him, and it's getting kind of crazy because first, the one that I did there was out of concern. The last one I just did was because I was pissed and annoyed at the stupid shit, and now it's just like, I don't even know what to think. I mean, my coppercab videos tend to get, more views than other videos on my channel, and one of the things that a lot of people are saying is that, oh, if you can't see that he's just acting, then you're stupid, or, he's just acting, and he's just, you know what, that's a dumb thing to say, because first off, if he really is acting, there's a lot more money to be made out in Hollywood than what he's making on YouTube right now, which isn't even going to be all that much. Believe me, I did the partnership thing there for a little bit, and went ahead and disabled my revenue sharing, and I don't really do that anymore. But it all started with his Gingers Do Have Souls video, and people aren't gonna sit down and instrument a video, like sit down with a pen and a piece of paper and be like, okay, I know that if I react this way, or if I say this with this tone of voice, or if I say it like this, then everybody is going to react like this. Because me personally, if I would have stumbled across that video before it really hit big, I wouldn't have been like, oh yay, I'm gonna go share this on Facebook or Twitter because this is so hilarious. Because it really wasn't. His Gingers Have Souls video, I don't even really understand why it went viral. You look at 9 out of 10 people who their videos blow up on YouTube, it's because they pick up the camera and usually express emotion that is not necessary to be expressed on the internet. Look at Norm's Barstool, the Don't Call Me Fat guy. Need I go on? No, not really. He picked up the camera because he was mad about people calling him fat, and he screamed into the camera, and people find that funny. That's why when you get on YouTube and you put yourself out there, you gotta watch what you're doing. And 9 out of these 10 trolls who troll you are only really trying to get you to react, and get you to either call them out in the video, or to get you bent out of shape and show it in your video, because that's the only thing, because that doesn't require as much work as, picking up a camera and planning something out. But, how could he be acting? I mean, I could see how he could, but no, that's just stupid. I mean, even if okay, did you see those videos he did on his channel where he was, or I don't know, it wasn't on his channel, but he featured him on his channel with this other big YouTube channel or something, where he was out in Hollywood, or Los Angeles or something like that, and he was doing some acting here and there, and it really wasn't all that great. He didn't act very good at all. And now he's saying stuff in his videos like, see how it affects me. It doesn't. I'm going to close my laptop and walk away because I don't give a fuck. Okay, sometimes you get to me. Sometimes you bother me. Sometimes, more like every video. Like I said in the first video that I did, I took up for Jono because, he was getting clowned on and made fun of because he did the same thing. He picked up the camera and, expressed an unnecessary emotion towards this video game that the rest of the world didn't really need to see, and that was just something for people to latch on and make fun of. But the difference is, after that video, Jono left it alone and just kept going on and doing his own thing. Coppercab opened up a big jar of shit and poured it all over his reputation, and keeps going to the store and buying jars of shit and pouring them all over his reputation every time he makes a video. And see how it affects me? I have been having a hell of a time seeing how it affects you, Mr. Coppercab. We all have, in every last video. He goes on and on about how he don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck what y'all say. Okay, let me demonstrate I don't give a fuck for you. Watch very carefully. Did you see that? Did you see it? One more time. That's I don't give a fuck. Picking up the camera and screaming and hollering about how much you don't give a fuck, that's not don't give a fuck. That is I really care and I really do give a fuck. Whenever something has to be qualified, like if you have to qualify something about yourself, that's usually 9 times out of 10 that's not how it goes whatsoever. Like me, I'm a guitar player. But I'm not just going to walk up to you and say, hey, I'm a guitar player. You know? Somebody who... Oh, let me see if I can think of another example. Somebody who... Like I'm also a black belt in martial arts. But am I going to walk up to somebody and say, hey, this is what I know how to do? No, because I don't need to qualify that about myself. Every time he makes a video, he has to qualify how much he don't give a fuck. And how much he's proud to be a ginger. And if you have to walk up and up front qualify something like that about yourself, 9 times out of 10 that's like, okay, I see exactly where you're going with this. No, if you have to qualify that about yourself, it's probably not the case. And he keeps talking about his rap video he's going to put out, and I'm looking forward to it. I think we all are. And haven't heard much. I mean, I know things like that can take forever. Video editing isn't an easy process, you know, and making a music video definitely isn't an easy process either, but if he's going to go that direction with it, I would kind of like to see, you know, where he's going to go with it, you know, and so maybe he can just, because he has this complex. He, you know, he's so afraid that he's going to be backing down to people, like I won't cower down to you. You know, like, it's not cowering down, and he doesn't have to stop doing what he's doing. He can just take it in another direction, because he's not acting. Maybe he might be milking the money now that he finally became partner, but he doesn't have to anymore, because that's not the way it works. Like I said, I've been there and done that. When you become partner, you can enable revenue sharing on any video, no matter what. And you're going to get money when it's viewed. No matter what you do. I mean, I can't say no matter what the content is, because if it gets flagged for content for certain things, you won't be able to. But you're not going to have to keep...
repeating.
Yeah, repeating. He doesn't have to pick up the camera and keep being angry or being, you know... and keep acting on a certain thing. That's not the way it works. You finally become partner. All you have to do is upload a video and click enable revenue sharing. Boom, revenue sharing comes up on your video, and you're gonna get views. You don't. It would be completely unnecessary for him to keep on making an idiot out of himself for nothing. So I don't even want to hear the comments about whether or not he's just acting, because, like I said, it all started with that one video, and you can't... I've done it 1,000 times, tried to get a reaction out of a video for whatever reason. Never really tried to make a video go viral like that, but I've tried to get people, you know, and it just doesn't work that way. You can never sit down and say, okay, I know that if I say, especially for the first video he ever did on his channel. This was the first thing he ever did on YouTube. You can't sit there and say, okay, I'm going to say this in this manner, in this tone of voice, just like this, and everybody's going to react to it this way. It's not going to happen that way. And, you know, I'm having a kick out of it. I think I'm going to start my own little, you know, kind of like how the Archfiend talks about Shane Dawson. Only he's a hater. I'm not going to, you know, sit there and hate like that all the time. But I think that that I'm going to start my own, you know, little vigil on a couple of YouTubers that I have fun watching. But how long's it been going on?
9:38.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Later.